Hello and welcome. I'm Saad Dino, pharmacist and co-owner of Acton Pharmacy, West Concord Pharmacy, and Keys Drug in Newton. I would like to welcome everyone back to our show, A Healthier You, where we discuss current health topics and provide information to guide you to a healthier lifestyle. Today, as we enjoy springtime with longer, warmer, and sunnier days, we will be discussing the importance of fitness and how to incorporate exercise into your daily routine with fitness expert Mariah Pero. Mariah earned a bachelor's degree in exercise science from Colby Sawyer College and is now an ophthalmic technician at Lexington Eye Associates while doubling as a part-time water aerobics instructor. Thank you, Mariah, for being here. We appreciate it. I'm thrilled to have you here on our show today to educate our viewers on the importance of staying fit. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Sure, absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
I grew up locally in the town of Harvard. I went to the Bromfield School, always actively participated in soccer and lacrosse growing up. I've always had a passion for fitness and nutrition. I suffered a back injury in high school, which brought me to physical therapy, which brought me to pool therapy, which then brought me to exercise science and completing my bachelor's degree.
Awesome. And how long ago was that?
I graduated in 2013,
Excellent.
Making me think.
Excellent. So, springtime seems to be a popular time for people to make a change in life, healthier, to try to become more healthier and live a better lifestyle that way. Especially with more outdoor activities available to us with warmer weather. Can you give our viewers who are maybe new to exercise some tips on where to start and how to start?
Absolutely. So like you said, it's we live a very busy lifestyle in this day and age, and there's so many different ways you can exercise. They have apps on your phone that will allow you to do a 7-minute workout with just a few core exercises, or you can just go for a hike with a friend. I cannot emphasize enough, utilize your local resources. There are so many places, especially near Acton Pharmacy. There's yoga, there's core, there's fitness centers everywhere, and if it's intimidating, bring a friend with you.
Okay. So many of us have a hard time keeping up with exercise. Again, we're busy, as you said. Trying to have an exercise routine is somewhat difficult, while trying to balance again our business schedule, or busy schedules that somebody may have. Do you have any tips for how we can find the time and stay motivated? That's why I think I personally have a hard time keeping motivated to go to the gym every day.
Absolutely. So there's so much you can even do at home. It sounds silly, but you can do, calf raises, go up onto your toes while you're brushing your teeth in the morning. You can do lunges while you're doing the dishwasher, just be careful. You can do anything around the house, even just walking your dog. If you incorporate, just a little something extra, give yourself that time every day, it'll definitely help improve your health.
Doesn't matter, your age or
I think
an
anybody.
illness somebody may suffer from.
Right, exactly. So, I think it's important for everybody to get out and be active, incorporating some sort of fitness into their routine daily. We recommend 30 minutes for everybody daily, no matter the age. If you are on the elderly side of things, going for a walk is fine. If you have kids, chase them around the house. That'll work perfectly as well.
I've done that. And so your expertise is, water aerobics.
Water aerobics, yes.
So, it sounds awesome, sounds cool.
Yes.
Can you, to our viewers that might not be, in tune with that type of exercise.
Sure.
Can you tell us a little bit about the exercise and what are the benefits of that specific water exercise?
Absolutely. So I specifically do deep water aerobics. So all of my clients are wearing a kind of like a buoyancy belt. That way they're upright and actively jogging in the water in the deep end at about 9 feet. What's great about water aerobics is, it's very low impact. You have so much great range of motion that you can't have on land. So it's an an excellent opportunity for anybody who can't, walk, run, or squat on land. They can do it in the water.
Okay. And, how long do your classes typically take? And, what is involved in the exercise class itself?
I teach 3 different classes. I teach an intro to water aerobics class for those who are just kind of feeling it out, not sure if it's for them. It's very low impact and includes a lot of stretching, strengthening. That's the first class for the beginners. And then I have an advanced class who I actually have a bunch of triathlons athletes who are coming into now.
Wow.
They intimidate me a little bit. They're very intense.
imagine.
And then my third class is specifically for those with arthritis or who are recovering from injuries such as hip replacements, knee replacements, shoulder replacements. And we specifically focus on what they're rehabbing, and we incorporate that into the fitness routine.
So what's the difference between like an introductory class and your like those that suffer from arthritis or back injuries or such?
So anybody that wants to join the starter or beginning class can.
Okay.
Anybody can join. We specifically require that you either have had a recent surgery and have an okay from your physical therapist or doctor.
Okay.
For those in the arthritis class.
Okay. So, we'll go back to outdoor exercises.
Yes.
So now we're
Getting the warmer weather.
absolutely.
Yep.
It's the sun is out. It's we're almost into May. What exercise can our viewers that who are listening to our show, what would you recommend to them as outdoor exercises that they could take advantage of during during these summertime and going into the fall season?
Absolutely. So there's so much you can do. You can go hiking, go to a local trail. I cannot emphasize this point enough. Make sure you go with someone or at least notify someone before going. Swim at your local pond, your local pool. You can go walk your dog. I don't know if I said that already.
Yeah.
Walk your dog. And what's fun now, and that they have, especially in Boston, a lot of breweries and just different yoga studios are now doing things outside. They'll have either yoga at a brewery or they'll have you go to the Boston Commons and just do yoga outside. And
Wow.
it fills up very quickly,
Okay.
but it's a great opportunity just to get outside and utilize that.
Okay. So how about somebody that doesn't exercise that often?
So
How do we start that process?
Gotcha. So I always recommend starting slow. If you ever feel any discomfort or pain, I recommend you stop. That's your body telling you something. Your body knows you best. Start off just walking, incorporate a walk during your lunch break, or go up and down the stairs twice during your lunch break if you're have a busy work schedule. If you want to try and get to work early, walk around your business or your building a few times. Walking's definitely the way to start.
Okay. So, one of the for my friends, who are getting a little older, I don't want to get injured.
Yes.
Or, I hurt my knee when I was 20 years old. I don't want to go back and re-injure it and such. So, what precautions we could take, no matter what age you are,
Right.
to prevent injuries from occurring?
So the number one thing is to warm up and cool down.
Okay.
Anytime, even if you're going for a walk, just kind of stretch the body out a little bit. Put one arm to the side, stretch out the shoulders. Even if you're not going to work them, just make sure that everything is being stretched. Another thing too, like one of the top injuries these days seems to be back. A back injury. If you strengthen your core by doing a few sit-ups every day, you're protecting. By strengthening the core, you're protecting that back.
Okay.
So, when you go out for that walk, it's not going to hurt you or be painful the next day.
No, and so that's the. How about the? So I've heard, don't go running without, don't stretch and then go,
Right, exactly. Running's different, yes.
Try to warm your body up a little bit and then maybe stretch a little bit. Or am I wrong in that regard?
Well, no. So for running, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
We definitely recommend go for your run and stretch afterwards.
Okay.
Heat and ice, you can apply it. It depends on the muscle group, but you can apply that as well if you feel any soreness or aching to prevent injury as well. But definitely, if you're doing any sort of high intensity class, like a fitness class, or if you're going to yoga, it's okay to do a light stretch before.
Before that. Yeah. So how about, we'll go back to prevention.
Yeah.
So we talked about, the stretch before and the walking and such. Anything else that we could add to, how about, hydration, for example?
Yes, absolutely. Incorporating hydration, drink plenty of water before you work out. Also electrolytes such as, Gatorade or Propel, any of those fitness drinks. They do have a little bit of sugar in them, but that's okay. When you fuel your body with those electrolytes, you're preparing for that workout.
I mean, in regards to those fitness drinks, I know some people will also recommend diluting maybe half water, half that drink.
Absolutely.
And that way just to cut down on the sugar a little bit.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Just as a advice to our viewers. What type of exercise do you recommend for individuals? Again, you hit it on back pain.
Yeah.
But we're getting specific now. What type of exercise can and they can't do and can't do or should do and shouldn't do?
Right.
let's start with the back a little bit first.
Okay, so when you have a back injury, you definitely want to play it safe. Once you get clearance from your doctor, pool therapy is perfect for that.
Okay.
You can get such a great range of motion. You can allow more flexibility in the pool, just given that buoyancy and that light resistance, which is actually your own body weight. So it's perfect. I would definitely recommend the pool for back injuries.
Okay. Now, how about somebody that that doesn't like swimming?
Right.
So how can we convince them that water aerobics is a good thing to
Right,
do?
absolutely. Well, I'm sure once they come, they'll have a great time. But
I'm sure.
Not to sell myself or anything.
Yeah.
But I really think that, usually you undergo a physical therapy and they'll give you like some homework to take home with you to do some exercises. Yoga, that's one I definitely preach. I think stretching of all kinds is perfect, whether it's hot yoga or I can't think of the other kind right now, but yoga is definitely a great way to go.
So, even if you have a back injury, yoga is okay.
Yep. Yoga is okay. You have to definitely notify your instructor.
Awesome.
Just so they are aware of your injuries.
Okay. So yoga is okay. Water exercise is good.
Yeah.
How about somebody who suffers from, I play soccer a lot, so a lot of my colleagues have knee injuries, or have had knee injuries,
Right.
or bad. I'll say I'll have bad ankles.
Right.
What type of is that?
There's so much you can do. I'm a soccer player too, so I'm right there with you.
There you
go. However, I think that if you strengthen the muscles around the knee, you're golden, to say the least. You can do quad squeezes. It's simple. Even if you're sitting at your desk, you just squeeze your quads for the count of 5 and then relax.
Okay.
Calf raises, like I said before, if you're doing the dishes or brushing your teeth, going up onto your toes and holding for a little bit and then resting. A few other exercises are some leg swings. Usually a physical therapist will provide like a TheraBand to give you a little resistance to work your way up. Standing upright, just swinging one leg out to the side. Those are great for the knees.
Now, you mentioned the bands.
Yes, the
There's different
TheraBand.
strengths ones.
Absolutely.
Can you just spend 30 seconds discussing what the difference between those bands are?
Yes, sure. So I think it's called TheraBand, I'm pretty sure, and they have different colors, which are different strengths and provide different resistance. You're once again kind of using your own body weight to kind of guide in the direction of the exercise, but it is wonderful. And you can find it, I think, anywhere, whether it's your physical therapist or on Amazon or anything online.
Okay. Is there any exercise, in your opinion, as an expert, that's detrimental to one's health and should avoid?
That's a good question.
It's a tough question to ask.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, obviously, it depends on the individual.
Right.
Somebody that's,
I guess it would really depend on their history. If they've ever, if they've suffered from a back injury in the past, there are certain things that, that you should prepare for, that individual should prepare for. I would definitely recommend, easing into exercise if you're new to it. Don't just go and run a marathon. It's definitely not recommended. That'll give you more injury than prevent it. But I don't know if I answered that.
No, you
Okay.
did.
Yeah,
I think you just get into it easy.
Right.
Follow your doctor. Follow
it.
your practitioner's advice, whether it's a physician, whether it's a physical therapist,
Right.
Whomever may be. Don't overdo it.
Right.
Because
Absolutely.
that could set you back instead of forward.
Yes, I agree.
How about the big one that we always are discussing is weight loss. So when it comes to weight loss, obviously nutrition is important. Diet and what we put in our mouth is
What
important.
we are. Yeah.
But in regards to exercise, are there certain exercises that our viewers can learn about when they want to lose weight?
Absolutely, and it's the worst ones. Nobody likes them, but you know what? There's burpees, which are, you go from standing down to a push-up position and then you jump up.
Yeah.
Planks, I cannot emphasize those enough. Anybody who's interested in running, planks are the way to go. That's how you're going to get to be a stronger runner. Any sort of body weight exercise is great for weight loss, but another one, if you want to go to the gym and use weights, you can use low weight but do high repetition.
Okay.
So you take a low 5-pound hand weight, do some bicep curls, but do 15 or 20 of them through twice with that low weight, and that'll help with muscular toning.
Okay, so just take a step back in the sense
Sure.
of, somebody that's overweight, wants to lose the weight,
Yeah.
hasn't exercised. Where should they start? What should be point A?
point A would be seeking an MD's, or excuse me, a doctor's
Yeah.
recommendation or guidance as to where to go first. They might guide them to a nutritionist
Okay.
who will help them with their diet. And they would probably recommend incorporating more water into their routine as well. And then kind of guide them as to, a beginner's class
Yep.
of some sort.
And if they want to go on their own walking, obviously,
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
those 10,000
Yeah.
steps a day.
That's right.
That's important. I mean, there's a lot of counters and
Yeah,
you could put in your
pedometers,
pocket.
right on your smartphone. Yep.
Exactly. Smartphone is another one that kind of guide you. There's a lot of apps now that
Right.
will help you, set a goal and try to meet that goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, technology is out there, but it's still the individual that has to have the determination to do it.
Absolutely.
So we talked a lot about exercise and fitness today, but of course nutrition, as we just discussed, plays an important role. Let's hone in on that a little bit. So
Sure.
what is the importance of a healthy diet, and how we could begin changing today?
So I cannot emphasize this enough, and I don't know who said it, but you are what you eat.
Yeah.
100%. There are so many healthy opportunities that are out there now. They have in the supermarkets, they have the vegetable noodles to substitute for pasta.
Yeah.
You can make your diet healthy, and it's so important. If you want to live long and you want to see your grandchildren grow up or anything of that nature, you got to put the healthy stuff and the fuel for your body. You have to put the right stuff in.
Okay.
Water is definitely one of them. I cannot emphasize that enough. I tell everyone to drink at least 10 ounces of water when they first wake up in the morning before they put anything in their mouth for food.
10 ounces?
10 ounces, yes.
Wow,
8 to
okay.
10. 8 to
Okay,
10.
yep.
I can be nice. But, but yeah, so that's definitely recommended. Incorporating electrolytes like we talked about if you're going to be exercising.
Yep.
Vitamins, I know that's your specialty.
Sure. Yeah.
It's really important to, fuel yourself with the correct nutrients, especially if you're exercising.
Okay. And obviously, a discussion with the team again as we go back to the practitioners, whether again,
Yeah, absolutely.
your doctor, your
Doctors
nurse
first,
practitioner,
yes.
your physical therapist, or
Yes.
your exercise
Yep.
instructor and such.
Yep.
I think to have that continuation of discussion
Absolutely.
is important, because if you did an exercise and you don't feel right,
Yeah,
you
go
need
to
to
your
notify.
doctor.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
And I think sometimes people just think they're gonna fix it themselves,
I
and
know.
we'll get more in trouble than
Yes,
we need to.
that's very true.
Well, this has been an awesome discussion. So let's try to sum it up, and I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
What are the top 3 fitness tips that you could give our viewers today?
Okay, so 3 things would be hydrate.
Yeah.
No matter what, exercising, not exercising, if you're rehabbing from an injury, drink plenty of water throughout the day. A tip for that would be take your body weight, divide it by 2, and that's how many ounces you should be trying to go for daily.
So can you do that math so people understand it?
Sure.
So a 100-pound person.
Yes, should be drinking 50 ounces,
50 ounces
of water daily.
Yep.
So that's tip number 1, which
Yep.
was long-winded. Number 2 kind of falls into that, but nutrition. You are what you eat. And number 3 is kind of a compilation of everything. Stretch, make sure you're cooling down, listening to your doctor if they have any exercise advice for you. And I'm throwing in a 4th.
Go ahead. Fine, why not?
Set realistic goals. It's so important. If you want to go and exercise, they say it takes 21 days to create a habit. Mark it down on the calendar yourself. Every day, X it off on the calendar. Put what pant size you want to be as a sticky note on your mirror in the bathroom. Like little reminders of around the house go a long way.
So I'm going to ask a question.
Sure.
That there's people that go to the gym every single day.
Yes.
And that's fine.
Yep.
Their body can handle it. Mm-hmm. And there are people that cannot do that.
Right.
They can go 2 or 3 times a week, maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
That's still okay, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There are some weeks where I only go once a week. It's okay. I totally understand, and your doctors understand. We live a very busy life. Just try and incorporate something into your day, and look at it as like you time. Okay, I'm going to walk for 10 minutes, and that's going to be my 10 minutes for the day. Even if it's that 10 minutes, it's better than nothing.
Mariah, there's one question that I asked, and we kind of hit it on it, but I like to expand on it. And that's the use of technology to help us achieve our exercise goals.
Gotcha. I have plenty to tell you about that.
Please, go for it.
So there's so many different websites now that provide free resources for anybody who's interested. Usually I would recommend it for those who have exercised before.
Okay.
Livestrong is a popular website. It has great tips and tricks for nutrition, recipes, but it also has short fitness videos that you can do in the comfort of your own home.
Okay.
Another website is called Pop Sugar, and it has a category on it. It's mostly targeted for females, but it has a short category on it called Lazy Girl Fitness. And as silly as it sounds, it's exactly what it sounds like. You know, brushing your teeth and doing the calf raises in the morning, incorporating something into your desk routine while you're at work, just so you get some fitness time in, you know, throughout your day.
Okay.
If you have a long commute, there are exercises you can do in the car.
Interesting.
And things of that nature.
Okay.
A few other things such as apps on your smartphones.
Yeah.
You know, if you are interested in running and want to learn how to run, there's a Couch to 5K application you can get for free on your iPhone.
Wow.
If you want to do a 7-minute workout, you can do that on your iPhone. It's free. Anything of that nature. And then all of these resources are free, and I cannot you know, stress that point enough. I think a lot of people are a little bit scared of a gym membership or anything you know, that involves a monthly payment. There are discounts for college students, so that's, you know, a selling point. Senior citizens, same thing.
Yep.
We offer that at the gym that I instruct water aerobics at.
Okay.
But you know, 10 minutes a day, that's all. You know, just try and give yourself 10 minutes a day, and then from there you can expand.
So, you know, just to go back a step further, because
Yep.
it just came to my mind, and that is, you know, we talked about summer, you know, exercising now as the weather is
Right.
nice and warm.
Right.
How about during the wintertime?
During the wintertime, yes. So the gym seems to be quite full in the wintertime.
Right.
You know, people get that cabin fever and they go gung-ho at the gym. You know, going to the gym in the wintertime, it's important. You know, set yourself a goal or plan a vacation. That way you have a target and you have an idea of what you want to do. You know, the pool is a great way to work out, especially in the winter. It's heated, it's nice and warm. Other things would include, you know, local fitness gyms. Those are also excellent to use.
How about at home?
At home, workout DVDs.
Okay.
You know, yes, you would have to buy them. Some, like I said before, you know, are free on those different websites. But workout DVDs are great, and they have everything now from, you know, dancing in your own living room to, you know, a quick 10-minute core exercise. So they have everything.
What are your thoughts on spinning classes?
Spinning class, I am intimidated by them, to be honest. I've never tried one,
I see
but
people
I used to
drenching, you know,
bike
doing
ride
it.
all the time. But you know, I really think it's awesome. If you know, I would recommend doing a few other fitness classes first to kind of ease your way into it, and you know, run it by your doctor once again.
Absolutely.
To get that permission. But I think they're great. I think that's a great way to get, you know, nice and sweaty, burn all those calories, and you have an instructor right there, kind of, you know, pushing you, which is awesome.
Thank you for being here today, Mariah. There's no better time than the present to make fitness a priority in your life. Now that the warm weather has finally arrived, get out and get moving. We are so pleased, Mariah, that you were able to educate us on the importance of exercise today. Thank you again for taking the time to speak with us, and thank you all for tuning to A Healthier You. For health-related topics and more information, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter by searching for Acton Pharmacy, Keys Drug, or West Concord Pharmacy in the search bar. I'm Saad Dino, and I look forward to seeing you around town. Thank you so much.